Coming up next at 5, fire crews hard at work making sure several active fires don't get out of control. We've got the latest since yesterday's blistering activity.
And in Madison County, those fires burned a beloved outdoor roller hockey rink. We'll show you the damage.
And we'll sit down with the new principal of Charlottesville High School talking about his goals and priorities when he takes over the job.
Live from the CBS19 News Studio, this is CBS19 News at 5, Charlottesville News First.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dan Schutte.
And I'm Ashley Brooks. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our top story at 5, it's been a busy 24 hours for local fire crews, but they're making headway against several fires in the area. We start tonight's team coverage in Albemarle County.
CBS 19's Harry Thomas is at the scene off Taylor's Gap Road. Harry, we're learning some pretty disturbing information about one of those fires.
Hey guys, the fire officials say that the fire on Blackberry Hill was caused by an illegal burning. Now the fire out on Piney Mountain has been 100% contained. However, firefighters are still over there putting out the remaining hot spots. Now the fire here on Taylor's Gap is continuing to burn and is only 50% contained. Between the hours of noon and 8 p.m. on March 20th, first responders worked around the clock to help contain 19 brush fires across Albemarle County. Within those 19 brush fires, there were 3 significant fires. The biggest fire of the 3 was Taylor's Gap. This fire has burned over 250 acres, taken out 2 sheds, and is only 50% contained. Albemarle Deputy Chief of Emergency Management says there are difficulties with trying to maintain this fire.
The challenges associated with getting the Taylor's Gap fire 100% contained have to do with being able to complete a fire line all the way around the perimeter of the fire. And there's some very challenging terrain that the Department of Forestry is trying to work through to create that fire line around that area. It's a very hilly and mountainous area. And so they're working through that. They'll be successful. It's just going to take more time than the other fires.
Luckily, with the quick speed of the first responders, they were able to save 15 to 20 residential houses. However, with the smoke still lingering around the area, Deputy Chief of Emergency Management of Albemarle County said these are some good precautions to take.
Protect yourself. There's a lot of smoky conditions out there. So try to remain indoors if you can. Wear a mask or a scarf while outdoors, and that may help.
There is still no information of what has caused this fire, but an investigation is on the way. CBS 19 meteorologist Harry Thomas. Yeah, the fire is still continuing to burn on the other side of the mountain, but if you take a look behind me, you can see just the scorched landscape from this fire. Now, I was able to speak with a resident of this area earlier today, and she just wants to say how thankful she is for how hard these firefighters have fought into protecting all these properties. Live here in Albemarle County, CBS 19 meteorologist Harry Thomas.
Harry, thank you. And firefighters battling blazes all out Virginia today.
A local emergency was declared in Page County, and several communities were asked to evacuate. At least 3 wildfires started yesterday and spread quickly in the area. Here are 3 largest blazes right now in that county. Officials in Page County say that as of noon today, the Route 211 fire has burned 2,000 acres. The Serenity Ridge fire, affecting the Massanutten Forest region, has now burned 600 acres. And the East Rocky Ridge fire has burned 700 acres. All of these fires currently 0% contained. There are no known fatalities or injuries, but all schools in Page County are closed today.
And a fire that started in private land in the Luray area of Page County spread very quickly into Shenandoah National Park, is now about 450 acres. That's according to park officials. They say that fire about 10% contained. Firefighters continuing their work to get a fire line up. The fire has forced the closure of the park about 9 miles of Skyline Drive and several sections of the Appalachian Trail. A fire ban is also in effect for all of Shenandoah National Park. The cause of this fire is currently unknown.
And in Louisa County, fire officials say a brush fire is now 100% contained after it triggered a state of emergency Wednesday afternoon. Close to 50 acres burned off of Shannon Hill Road near East and West Old Mountain Road, prompting response from several volunteer agencies and jurisdictions.
You could see the flames shooting up over top of the trees. I know one of the fire trucks, I think it was a brush truck, got caught in the flames.
Evacuation orders for the Louisa County area were lifted this morning. Officials stress that despite the containment, the fire has not yet been extinguished. Louisa County fire crews will remain on scene throughout the day today to monitor those conditions. Overall, though, more than 100 new fires popped up yesterday around the state, many of them in the central part of the state. And
as we've seen, lots of these fires not yet contained, so we'll keep you updated on progress here on CBS 19 News. And that includes in Madison County, fires destroying a community gathering spot there.
Yes, the roller hockey rink was charred by a fast-moving fire there. Our CBS 19's Felicity Taylor picks up our team coverage out in Madison County. Felicity.
Hey, Dan and Ashley, so I'm off of Thrift Road in Madison County. Behind me is this roller rink, but I'm going to show you where this fire started. Over this way, you're going to see some power lines, and you can even probably see some smoke still coming up. High winds yesterday knocked over trees, which took down power lines, and that started this fire. You can see this char in the ground. Now, I'm going to walk and talk with you a little bit here. On my left is the roller rink, and as we keep moving back, you're going to be able to start to see some of this damage. Now, this fire broke out a little after 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. It took out a side of the rink, and then take a look at this. This is the equipment shed. This had $20,000 worth of equipment, now at a complete loss. Now, look at this. This is a cage from one of the helmets. There's tons of these over here. There is also roller skates, boots, and this not only is a huge loss of money, but it's a huge loss for the Madison County community. And today I talked to the stakeholders about what this devastation means.
I praise God that we all safe and nobody got hurt.
A brush fire raging in Madison County Wednesday, narrowly missing homes.
I saw smoke and I'm like, oh my, that can't be the rink.
But destroying a community fixture.
The Madison Hockey League serves over 160 kids all the way up to adults. Our adult league was due to start in 2 weeks.
She was absolutely devastated. I got emails, phone calls, text messages from, all of our friends who also have children in the league, and it was really hard because they love this sport, they love this community.
Tom Chu, the commissioner of the league, says they can't even comprehend the loss. It's at least $20,000. This shed.
There was over 70 helmets in there. There was over 50 pairs of skates in there. There was 15 sets of goalie equipment in there.
And the rink itself.
It was our scorers table, it was our players' benches, and there was a whole border that sent along this side. That's totally gone. And if you look out at the tiles on the rink, we're over 40% damaged.
This isn't the first time a wildfire devastated the outdoor skating rink. It was destroyed by a forest fire 12 years ago. But like last time, the Madison community is focused on rebuilding.
There's a profound sense of loss from what we lost. But yesterday was the day to hang our heads and feel sorry. Today's the day to get back to work. We'll build it better than we had it before.
Now, there are still lots of dry trees here. When I was here about 12 this afternoon, I actually saw a dry tree just come down and start smoking. You can still see some of those hot spots behind me right now. And I talked to the Madison County Fire Chief. He said they're dealing with this all over the county, and they are going to try to respond as they can, but it shouldn't be something that they need to worry about too much. A big tree like that would need tons of water, but they're hoping to just let it burn out on its own. But again, they're still telling people to not burn anything. Be careful, and if they think something might be getting worse than just this hot spot, they should definitely call the fire department and they will come check it out. Now, when it comes to this roller rink, like I said, they are starting to rebuild, and I will post the link to a way people can donate to the rink to get it rebuilt for that fall season on our website later tonight. That's CBS19news.com. But for now, live in Madison County, Felicity Taylor, CBS 19 News.